So the Millennium Falcon is finally finished. Took me about 6, maybe 7 weeks. Started it before Christmas, it's now middle of Feb. What the hell? I just sort of did it for an hour or so in the evening each night when I had some spare time, that sort of thing. Anyway, it's on the wife's bench that I made her, and she's going to want that back. So what I'm going to do is build another bench. Forever building benches. And build a bench along this back wall here, and that'll be sort of like a filming area, because whenever I go to film anything for the tool channel and anything and I want to use the workbench, it's always covered in shit tools from doing jobs and stuff. So I want an area that I'm hopefully going to keep clear and just use for filming. So that's what this area here is going to become, hopefully. 2 meter long bench roughly along that back wall. Let's do it. So I've slapped a couple of coats of paint on the back wall there to spruce it up a bit. Looks a bit blotchy, but that's just shadows and stuff from my lathe, for instance there. It's not a bad paint job. And here I have my timber ready to go. I've ripped down some door jambs, and that's going to be the top of the bench, and I'm going to use VIDS for the legs, and I have put some black shit on these ones because they're going to be bolted to the wall, and that wall is an external wall that has dirt behind it. It's sunken into the ground, that wall. So what else? Oh, and that's probably the first thing that will be reviewed on the top of this bench top, if I get it done quick enough. Now I'm going to be screwing this together with the Milwaukee M12 Surge impact driver, because I really should get a review out on this. I've had it for bloody ages. So those screws were done on the highest setting, the number 3. I am now going to go through all of them. We'll start with the screw one, which will not work. That's not me cutting out, that's the tool doing it itself. I'll finish this screw off now and we'll show you the next one's on 1 and 2, so I'll put that back onto 3. So now we're on setting 1. This is VIDS hardwood, and there has been pilot holes drilled in these, as you've probably already worked out. So that's a bit painful, but very quiet. Setting 2. Setting 2 got the job done, just couldn't drive it quite as deep at the end as level 3. Right, now the tricky bit, balancing it long enough to get it screwed to the damn wall. Now I knew the wall in this corner was not square. It'll be interesting to see how it works out. I thought I'll just make this thing square anyway, rather than trying to make that on a weird angle, and I'll just pack out this far end. Now what shall I use to attach it to the wall? These would probably do the trick if I put enough of them in, but if I ever start sort of really wailing on this bench in the future, using it as a proper workbench, so yeah, I think we'll go with these puppies. 12mm, ½ inch, and they're about 140 long, I believe. 0.4, not bad considering it is not even supported at that end. Just temporarily held up with the post on the front here. Maybe I won't bother putting a leg on there. She's pretty solid as it is. And level wise, all good, 0.1. Slightly off, let's check the front. Look at that, 0.2. It hasn't even got a leg. Happy with that. G'day guys, welcome to another review. I am doing this review from a new area. It's not finished yet. I'm in the middle of building this bench right now. So I think things aren't attached. I just quickly need to get this intro done so I can start using the tool that's in the video so that we can keep everything on schedule, because I'd hate to miss a video deadline and upset you guys. So in this video, the DHS 680, what many consider the best 18 volt Makita saw. It is a 165mm blade, and we have a 185mm blade over here, which is the new Makita 40 volt. There'll be more info on the model numbers and stuff down in the description. But today we are putting them up against another circular saw. We're going to compare these two to this one. Doesn't sound the greatest. Here we have, oh man. The only thing it's missing is a word here, isn't it, really? That's so dodgy. This is so dodgy, I don't even know I'm going to finish this review. It's one of them cordless ones. Comes with instructions, and they've even called it the same model number. 680 or 780. Take your pick. Wow. They've copied the manual and everything. Is this the Makita manual? It looks very similar. What have we got in here? Rip fence. Nice. See, they've sold themselves short because that's much bigger than the 680. So looking at this thing, it kind of looks like a cross between the 18 volt and the 40 volt. That's because it is the size of the 40 volt, but it runs on a standard Makita LXT 18 volt battery. Doesn't come with a blade. Makita don't make, as far as I am aware, an 18 volt tool that's this size. You can get the 18 by 2s, of course, the 36 volt stuff, but as a standalone 18 volt battery, you can't get one this big. What they've done, this is clearly modeled off what would have been the 36 volt one, which is almost identical to the 40 volt one. As you can see, this is very, very similar. Are we in shot? We're in shot. Sorry, I'm still working out this new bench and where to put the cameras and what have you. Oh, look at that bloody shards sticking off there. Let's have a look at some of the features. Oh, the guard has a groove in the bottom. I kind of like that because it lets the shit drop out. There's a major problem. I can't even get my hand around the handle properly. It's crashing into this because they've stuck too big a blade on too small a body. They have taken the body of the 680. Well, it's not actually the 680, it's the other one, the one that goes the other way, which I can't remember the name, probably the 681, the blade on the other side. So they've taken the body of that and the guard and blade area of the bigger model, the 780, and chuck that on here. Wow. Plastic. Oh jeez. It's pretty crusty. And it's plastic. We've got, hopefully there's a metal thread on the inside of that, else that's not going to last too long. Oh. It's got a nut on that end. You're going to snap that pretty damn quick. It's just got a thread in this end up to about there. That is a brass thread. The rest of it's just a piece of plastic. And ooh, it's just falling a bit. I have a blade and a battery on it, and I might be talking to myself because I don't even know I'm going to put this video out. Morally, I don't think. I think it's pushed me too far. Anyway, we'll try it out, see what happens here. Sounds a little slow. Am I even going to bother cutting anything with it? Well, I'll go see if it can cut anything. There won't be any links to buy this. It's just wrong. Right, I'm done reviewing that thing. Don't buy it. I'm not doing any more knockoff Makita reviews, okay? It's finished, it's over, and this one isn't even going to happen. We're going to just put this in the video for this bench. So the way I'm attaching these is I'm cheaping out a bit, just whacking some glue on, and then I'm just firing in a couple of brad nails to hold them down. Then I'll just butt the next one up against it and do the same thing. Glue underneath, a few brad nails, bang bang bang. Want to get this thing finished. Right, I think I'll leave that for today, but you get the gist of it. We'll give it a bit of a sand down tomorrow and chuck some polyurethane on it. polyurethane time. Wait on, first I better cap the end, so it doesn't look shit on the end. Right, now we can get back to the polyurethane idea. Bam, 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 done. Thanks again for watching, guys. You are going to see plenty more of this bench, and I'll get some better lighting done, and we'll get this bloody shelf in the back sorted out. One thing you won't be seeing any more of is fake fucking Makita reviews, okay? I'm done. Over and done with. Next up on tools, we're doing a 40 volt. See you soon. Check out some of these other videos and stuff if they're on the screen. Hopefully they will be, and down in the description. And see you later, guys.